Hello everybody, welcome to another session of Pathfinder Rise of the Runelords. This is part 12. Hope everybody is excited for another night of fantastical fantasy fun. So we're going to be jumping into it in just a second here with our recap and everything from our DM. Just wanted to go over some stuff. Hope everybody is enjoying our playthroughs so far. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop comments on any of my YouTube videos or to drop by our partner stream for this stream. For our Pathfinder nights, which is Split Lungs, Blood Thunder. And so we're actually going to lead off with him and let him take it away with our recap. So, here we go.
Yep. Basically everything he said. Welcome. Thank you for watching. And where we left off last time, you had just defeated the Tentamort that you found in the lower levels of Thistletop. You've come across a couple of very disturbing things in the lower levels. And, Javier, you have just overcome a very crippling poison. You don't feel great, but you're getting better. Let's lead back into the players. You have a dead Tentamort in front of you, and you're off.
Javier pulls out the skull of Auric and says, "Alas, poor Auric, I knew him, Dominicus."
Get out of here.
And then he puts it back.
Enough of that.
Poor Auric.
Dominicus is scared.
Yes, let's recap the room real quick while we're at the recap stage. Where you are now, you find that the floor of this cavern is strangely polished and smooth. To the east, a thick curtain of vines and nettles hangs down over a wide opening overlooking the Verizian Gulf.
I guess we're going to keep moving forward, because it's not really possible for us to rest here.
Did we loot the Tentamort?
I don't think so.
Let's do it. Let's shake him down. I mean,
what do you expect it to have? Coins?
maybe. You never know. Maybe some slime, some useful slime. Or...
You search that thing. I'm not touching it.
Alright, I'm gonna loot the Tentamort.
Alright, give me a perception.
Alright, hang on one sec. I actually don't have my character sheet up just yet.
Maybe it'll work this time.
Maybe it'll.
Yeah, maybe it'll work this time.
Fuck you, Revlobot is now live.
Choke over myself. On. About.
Also, for anyone who doesn't know, Revlobot will be going away, so if you are interested in keeping your points, then you do need to get in contact with me so that I can write your points down. Otherwise, they are going to be wiped or reset to another program.
Is that +4? Why does it say 1 + 0 +... Oh, did I do it right? Is that right?
It looks right.
Alright, cool. Natural 1.
Yep.
Very perceptive.
Yeah, you see a Tentamort. There are a few tentacles. It's semi-squishy body.
Squishy.
You figure there's a poison sac in there somewhere.
Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna step over it and keep moving. I feel like we're on a time limit and, you know, it would take me a little too much time to find anything useful, so...
We can always come back.
Yeah. We'll come back later if it hasn't rotted too much.
Does poison rot? I think that just makes it more poisonous.
The sack it's in might rot, huh?
Probably.
Before we go, Javier's gonna walk up to the edge and look out, and look down, and kind of take in the view a bit.
You can hear the not quite so gentle crest of waves against the rock below. You find yourself about a solid 40 feet up from the waves. Beyond you to the east lies a rather wide gulf, water as far as you can see, with a hint of land in the distance that you could tell is the coast.
All right, Javier's gonna breathe deeply, just take it in. Put his hands behind his head, and then turn around and follow everyone else.
Kathos is going to open the door.
Yes.
Kathos opens the door, revealing a passageway. Alright, Kathos. As you walk into the larger cavern, you notice there are dozens of strange dead bodies that lie scattered about this room. Most are seabirds and ospreys, but there are 6 dead goblins here as well. Each body is literally skin and bones, as if all of the interior organs and muscle have somehow been drained away, leaving behind skeletons draped with leathery, slowly rotting skin. There's one body that sticks out to you, Kathos. It actually has what looks to be a fairly nice set of armor on it.
Okay, Kathos is gonna pick it up.
Alright, you can tell that this is hide armor, and it has a very, very exquisite look about it. Also next to it, you find a couple of ruined weapons. A ruined masterwork horse chopper and a ruined masterwork short bow.
Kathos is going to emerge from his cave and then walk back through the door and find even more doors.
Yes. The 2 doors, they're large stone doors, sit in the west. Their faces carved with images of horrific, deformed monsters clawing their way out of pregnant women of all races. Dominicus, you have knowledge religion.
I do.
Give me a roll on that. You aren't quite sure of the exact meaning of it, but you do recognize this as something that a church of Lamashtu might have.
Looks like more of that evil Lamashtu stuff.
What do you know about Lamashtu? Anything? Anything that might give us some insight as to what's going on here exactly?
I don't know.
Because there was Lamashtu stuff back in the Glassworks as well.
What was God? What was she god of again? Some ridiculous shit.
Monsters.
Monsters.
Yeah, she's like the mother of monsters or something. Finger on nose. She's like the mother of monsters or something.
Well, I mean, I would know that from my knowledge of religion, but
Would you know that? Actually, yeah, you probably would at this point.
yes, I would.
Yes, you would. You would definitely recognize her as the mother of monsters, thus all of the pregnant women depicted on the art and the door.
Alright, so we can probably surmise that whatever's on either side of these doors or through that main door is not going to be very hospitable. Okay, apparently.
Kathos is gonna go up towards the door.
Alright, you're going to the northern door. Okay. This opens up into a lower... excuse me. This opens up into a small room. The lower 4 feet of the walls in this empty room are covered with crude drawings in mud, blood, and paint. Most of the drawings show the goblins engaged in some sort of violence against humans, horses, or dogs. One picture, on the north wall, is at least 3 times the size and complexity of the other scrawlings. This image shows Thistletop from the side. The goblin stockade perched atop it like a crown. A cave has been drawn into the center of this image, and looming inside is what appears to be an immense, muscular goblin with snake-like eyes and a dog slicer in each taloned hand. If the scale compared to the rest of the drawing is to be believed, the goblin must be at least 30 feet tall.
That's unsettling.
What? What? Could you say that again?
The whole thing?
No, not the whole thing.
I said that's unsettling.
How tall? The goblin is 30 feet tall?
No, according to the reference of the drawing, he's like 3 times the size of a normal goblin.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah, he's a gigantic looking goblin drawn inside of the cave at the center of the image. And he has taloned hands, each holding a dog slicer, snake-like eyes, and is immense and very muscular.
Meh.
It's definitely not something that a normal goblin would act like or look like. It would probably have to have some kind of otherworldly feature that caused this. Oops.
Alright, Kathos is going to lead the party to the other door in the small room.
Revealing a short hallway leading to the west.
And a door. Okay, I guess we're opening that door.
Alright. The door opens rather easily. And inside, you find there's a large table surrounded by chairs that fill much of this room. A slate board to the north is covered with scribblings and chalk, but the map of Sandpoint that has been carefully inscribed on it leaves no doubt as to the purpose of this room. This is doubtless where the recent raid was planned.
I guess we're gonna open the door, to the north.
Alright. The door creaks open, revealing a stairwell leading upwards.
Javier says, "Hey guys, there's a stairway leading up. Maybe that's how we get to the person. Didn't the goblins say that something about them being up at the top or something?"
I'm not sure. There's a lot more doors to check out down here first.
Okay.
Alright, Keitha's gonna try for door number 2.
Okay. Kathos. The door swings open. One second. A large wooden work table sits in the middle of this room, its surface cluttered with scrolls, books, stone tablets covered with dense spiky runes, and fragments of carvings that appear to have been chipped off of statues or bas-reliefs. To the north, a floor-to-ceiling set of wooden shelves sags with picks, shovels, brushes, lanterns, and other equipment one might expect to see at an archaeological site.
Javier's going to enter the room and cast Detect Magic.
Javier, you detect an immense amount of magic in this room.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to find the sources, or sources of the magic. What is that? Like, what do I need? Is there investigation or perception or?
I believe that's basically just time spent. And Javier. Hold on 1 second. As you try to detect the magic within the room, suddenly, a burst of flame comes from the northeastern corner. No, Kathos, you stay right there. You stay right there.
5-foot step.
Yeah. Nope, no 5-foot step. You are caught in surprise. Javier and Kathos. You take... Actually, roll me a reflex. Oof. You both fail. You take the full 10 damage
Ouch.
as a dark-skinned woman appears in the northeastern corner of the room. Flames shooting from her hands directly at you as she shouts, "Get out of here now! What are you doing in my room?" Everyone roll initiative.
Javier before he rolls initiative is gonna be like, "Who the hell are you, lady?"
Who I am does not matter to you. I will end you if you tend to stay. But if you must know, my name is Leary. It will be the last name you've ever known.
Got all the good rolls tonight. I'm gonna start doing the slash roll command because I don't believe I'm not trusting the shortcut buttons right now.
They do have a bad rep. Ooh, Javier. You really don't have any bonuses to your initiative?
I honestly don't know.
Unless he has
Dex?
anything from dexterity now.
I should have a +1. Here, let's try that again.
Or did you take ability damage?
I took ability damage, but we cured it all. For some reason, it's showing on my character sheet, like it's doing the little dotted box, like I have ability damage, but I'm pretty sure I'm checking my core. I don't have any, I don't have any damage.
There's a recalc button at the top. Try that.
Recalc?
Yeah, by your name.
Yeah, they're like the little refresh symbol.
Oh, okay, hang on one sec. Yeah, I think the boxes are gone now. No, they're still there. It's so weird.
Alright, well, guess I put you at a 2.
What's that?
Either way, it's not
Oh,
great.
okay.
You're at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna slash roll from now on.
Alright. Let's cue up that sweet, sweet combat music as combat starts. Now, Kathos and Javier, something sticks out to you. You can't quite figure out where she is. You notice that she seems to be fading in and out. But you can tell that she is in the northeastern corner of the room.
Like, fading in and out of vision? Or, like she's like, ethereal looking or something?
It looks like there's almost 2 of her, and she's quickly displacing between 2 different positions.
Okay. So what do?
Javier, I'm sorry, Kathos, what do?
Kathos is going to move closer to Kyrie because he feels he can't do anything right now.
Kyrie?
I guess Kyrie's gonna move into the hallway and just hold and maybe ready her arrow.
Arrow.
Ready her areola. Alright. Dominicus, upon hearing the explosions of fire, swaggers past Kyrie in the hallway, swaggers into the room next to Kathos. Swag 420 YOLO. And pulls one of his paws from his cloak and channels energy into his allies in the name of Sarenrae. Everybody heal for 15.
Oh snap, those good heals.
Sarenrae was with me on that one.
Yeah, she fucking was.
I've always wanted to play a cleric like a televangelist.
You got...
By the righteous name of God!
Yes, the Texas dialect.
Get that like hand on their head and start shaking them and then throw them down.
Hallelujah!
Be gone!
You need Jesus in you. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light.
Whoa. Sarenrae.
Yeah,
Sarenrae.
who's Jesus?
Who is Jesus? I don't even know who Sarenrae is, but I'm glad he's around.
Blasphemer. But yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Also, Off Percy, thank you for watching. Glad to have you here.
Always appreciate those views. Remember, if you're enjoying it, we do this every Friday night. Remember to hit that follow button so you can always remember. So let's see what this
Alright.
jerk's gonna do now.
Leading us to the Jerk Leary. You can tell the multiple images of the woman starts making somatic motions. Javier,
Yes.
a dark black ray spouts from her hands, directed towards you. Let's go ahead and get that roll.
Javier's gonna lift his buckler in response.
Lovely. Give me a fortitude.
Hang in there, Javi.
Oof. Oof.
Lol.
Javier,
Yes.
you feel the strength draining out of your body as you take a -6 penalty to strength.
Jesus fuck.
She shouts at you. You dare interrupt my research? You will pay.
So Javier is he's gonna try to talk to her, even though she just attacked him twice. He's pretty patient, okay? and he's gonna hold his hands up in front of him to say, look, Leary, I didn't know this was your room. I didn't know I was interrupting anything, but you seem kind of nice, and I'm willing to just like let all of this slide. If you want, we can be friends. Maybe we can work something out. What do you say? Maybe I can help you with your research. I'm quite good at singing. I could make you research so hard.
Give me a diplomacy.
Too bad I'm not there.
Assist me in my research. Easy enough for one to say in your position. Yet you come trudging through my lair, interrupt my research, and now, once the table is turned to my side, you dare try to advocate that you can help me? Ha! I know your plans here.
Alright, well I guess we'll have to do this the hard way then. Javier casts he begins making somatic motions and mumbling. He's really just kind of making fun of her, and a red aura begins to glow around him as his eyes crackle with a blue electric energy. And then he's casting Sanguine Enhancement.
She recognizes it. I see, a sorcerer.
Indeed. The last one you'll likely ever encounter if you keep attacking me.
There might be something I could learn from you. We'll see. Ketos.
Okay, Kathos charges into the room, 5-foot steps, and then attacks her with his claws. Hopefully.
Your claws strike true. As suddenly, what was multiple images of the woman seeds down into one. Her eyes widen as Kathos' claws quickly and easily tear through her illusions.
Kyrie's gonna wander her way into the room and attempt to cast Snowball on the actual sorcerer lady.
The snowball hits her square in the chest.
Wait, it didn't roll everything. Yeah, it only rolled the 1d6. It should be like a 2d6.
Your caster level should be better than that, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, plus another 6.
And what's my my DC on this?
What the hell's that under again? Spells?
It should be, I think it's first level spell, 10 plus spell level plus your caster stat bonus, so charisma bonus.
It's the saving throw on that spell is a fortitude.
Correct.
So, caster level plus 10 plus charisma would be a 13 check?
Alright. She shrugs off the immense cold, but you can tell she seems rather hurt by this. She cries out loudly in pain. She calls out down the hallways. Suto, if you're out there! Please! Come help!
Dominica steps forward into the doorway. And cries out to her. Now's your last chance to stop this foolishness and tell us what the hell is going on before we end you. I'm gonna go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Okay. Just call it off. As long as my dear Suto is okay. If you can guarantee that.
Javier says, define okay.
What,
Because he's fine.
what do you mean?
Half-elf? Suto? Half-elf? From, Sandpoint?
Yes. The very one.
Oh, yeah, we left him back in town. If you help us, we'll spare you and take you back to him.
Town, he should have made it back by now, but... She looks you over. I guess you leave me no other choice.
You would be wise to know the situation that you're in.
She looks around, looks up at Kathos. Give me a perception.
Perception for Kathos?
Anyone who's looking at her, perception.
Well, I mean, we all are. She kind of threw fireballs at us.
Look at you guys with your friggin' straight. You can tell that she's very afraid. In fact, she's quivering.
Javier says, lead us to the person who's in charge here. Now.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if you'd want to speak with Noalia. In fact, I doubt she'd want to speak with you. Your best bet is just to leave. But if you really desire, there is a way down to speak with her.
How do we get there?
You, the sorcerer, look to your west.
Javier looks to the west.
Look harder.
I'm looking.
On the wall.
Okay,
You should find something interesting about it. Inspect it closely and you should find a lever of sorts. A loose stone that you can pull.
Javier moves over here. And can I do that?
She points to right here.
Okay. Javier gestures towards the door and says, you do it.
And this had better not be a trick, or else you should know what it means for you.
Do not insult my intelligence. I understand the situation. Step aside, robed one.
It's a dress, lady. A nicer one than you're wearing. Anyways, carry on.
She makes a small grunt. And pulls aside a stone as a door slides open, revealing a staircase.
Javier's gonna grow claws and take 2 sneak attacks on her if that's possible.
Jiminy Christmas.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay.
Perception
Alright.
check?
Yeah,
Fuck! It's all you, Kathos.
She's too scared to notice.
Kathos, notice?
However, growing claws is that a
It's a free action.
Yeah.
it's free action.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it.
Okay, so it's just... Ah, fuck, with my strength damage, this is probably terrible.
Yeah, you're gonna miss.
You think? Maybe. I'm gonna try. Ah, okay.
It meets.
That one doesn't.
No,
Okay,
it does not.
So damage for the first one, it should just be a d6, I believe. And it's magic, you know, all that stuff. Wait, is there any kind of bonus since she's like unaware of this, or no?
Yes, you rolled against her flat-footed.
Oh, okay, right on, right on. So 2 damage.
She turns to you, eyes wide, blood gushing from the scrape in her side. You traitor! I should have known better than to believe you.
You're leading us to your boss, lady. Did you really think we were just gonna take you there so you could betray us when we got there?
You asked for it.
You asked for it when you popped out and shot fireballs at me.
She looks around quickly behind her and attempts to roll between Kyrie and Dominicus.
Now isn't the time for this.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, everyone within combat would get an attack of opportunity as she tries to dodge between you. Javier, you miss.
My claws are away now.
Trying to whap her with the crossbow.
What do you want me to do? Throw acid at my feet?
No. I don't want you to do anything to her. Alright. If everyone's done with that, that brings us back to Kathos.
Dominicus is going to yell, "Stop!"
She keeps silent and looks at you with a deathly stare.
We can help you. I can heal you. If you just stop.
You might, but your friends won't. That much is clear to me.
I'm not speaking for them. I'm telling you right now, though, that if you want to live any longer, this is probably your best option.
You'll have to catch me first.
You brought this on yourself, then.
Kyrie's had enough of this. She's gonna send Kathos to go attack her face.
Kathos, with one fell swipe, she falls.
Dominicus spits at the ground. We warned you.
A pool of blood flows from her body, staining the floor and the wooden chairs around her. And with that, combat will drop.
Well, that didn't exactly go as I had wanted.
What do you mean? We're fine.
We could have squeezed her for information.
Oh. Yeah, but I didn't really trust her.
And nor did I. But it's not like we were going to let her go either way. But this way we lose everything.
Well, I think that is the person Suto was talking about in his note. And I think she was here in this room attempting to become a succubus. Also, she said that she wasn't the one in charge, but the person who was is downstairs. So, I don't know. I think all in all we did pretty good. There's, you know, she's not a succubus.
Well, it's too late to decide now.
Found the boss of her. Let's see what she had on her.
Looting that corpse.
On
Nom,
her
nom,
body,
nom, 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 nom.
you find a potion of Cure Light Wounds, a scroll. In fact, you find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scrolls, a wand. You find a dagger, what appears to be a magical cloak, an ever-burning torch, a small pouch of unidentified artifacts. She's wearing a fine silk gown, a silver comb, and various other valuables and artifacts, such as jewelry and trinkets.
Javier asked to look at the cloak. And the wand and the scrolls. I want to do some spellcraft checking. Oh, also, the potion of lesser restoration, would that heal my strength damage?
It would.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of those.
Quaff it.
I'm gonna quaff it.
Yep, yep.
Barry's Red Cola.
Yep, yep, yep.
It tastes like Barry's Red Cola.
It'll never get
Boom.
old.
Okay, Kyrie was just saying the exact opposite. But, Dominicus is going to say, I think we should deal with whatever's in that next room before we decide to start worrying about magical artifacts. Unless you have, like, a, you know, for sure way to figure out what these are. Because we don't want to waste any more time than we already have, especially considering she was just yelling.
That's true. Javier's gonna go over to the corner real quick that she came from and kind of look around and see if he can find or discern anything about what the fuck she was doing in there.
Alright, give me perception.
Okay. $11.
11. Alright. You find a lot of different notes, notebooks, scribblings here and there, many different artifacts which seem very ancient in nature. You see the word Thassalon mentioned many, many times within her notes. You also find many mentions of Lamashtu and rune wells. Many different keywords that you've seen before, but it all doesn't really make sense to you how they all piece together.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and just see if the artifacts have any kind of magical property.
A few of them have a very faint magical aura. You would know that this may have been used previously, but these are very, very old, and any magic that was on it is nothing more than just residual.
Okay. Javier says, I can't tell anything about what she was doing over here. There's a few magical things, but yeah, let's keep going.
Did you spellcraft any of the items?
No, I haven't done that yet. Can I see that cloak? Javier is really interested in a magical cloak. I just want to do one spellcraft.
Okay. Dominicus hands it over reluctantly.
He's gonna sing a song. Before he does this. What song am I gonna sing? Hang on. Okay, here he goes. He goes, I'm gonna baptize her, bathe her in God's glory. I'm gonna baptize her with everything I got, and I'll make her beg for more as I wash her free of sin. And it'll be so good, she'll want me to baptize her again. Then he's gonna take the +8 racial. It's a spellcraft. And
Kyrie and Dominicus are going to take the extra armor. Tathos is going to take reach.
Oh, I'm ending it after this round, but I'll bring it back in a sec. What's my modifier? Shit. I've got 5 ranks. This train, so I get +3, so it's 8, +16, I guess? Yeah. Alright. $31.
Kaboom.
Yep, you know this cloak is a cloak of resistance +1.
Ah. Javier's gonna toss Dominicus 50 gold and put the cloak on.
Dominicus snatches the gold out of the air but looks sadly at the cloak.
Just say, now we've got matching cloaks. What color is this one?
You notice that the colors slowly fade into different hues of red, green, and blue.
Okay, perfect. No,
Also,
really.
I didn't see you roll your Potion of Lesser Restoration, if you want to do that real quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit, how do I do that? I took it.
1d4.
Okay, 1d4.
Yeah.
Oh, do I heal off of it?
Yeah, see how many points it restores.
Oh shit, okay, alright, cool. Might have to
Oh,
take
yes.
both.
Oh, yes. That's a good start. You restore 1 strength.
I'll just take both of them and get 5 back. I'm still at fucking 9.
Hey, that should be open. She pulled the stone out.
Yes, you do know that the door is open.
So it's
So,
not ajar, it's just like open?
It has actually opened, yes.
Okay.
Are y'all going down?
Well, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, then I guess we're going down. Into the deep abyss. Shortly after this, because we're going to take a quick bio break real quick. So I hope everybody is enjoying everything so far, and we will be right back in just a moment with more delicious Pathfinder. So yeah, everybody take like, you know, a minute or two, go use the bathroom and get a drink.
In fact, yeah, I gotta remove the headset for a second. Alright. Doing
Good.
okay, heavy.
Good. Subtract 50 gold from my inventory. Worth.
Oh, you guys and your unidentified loot.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll figure out what it all is one day.
I think there's still scrolls y'all haven't identified from
Oh god.
the catacombs. I don't know if y'all identified all of them.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Make my life hard one day. Be like, oh, okay, what notes was that from?
We should probably just like do something like that, like where we figure out what the hell all we have. Like, I don't know, like on a Thursday or something. Maybe.
It's not too bad. It just it gets difficult whenever it's like a month later and like, okay, which note was that in?
We like to cash in all of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make them all like shitty scrolls from now on. They're all scrolls of prestidigitation.
Up your butt, no.
You heard that?
Dominicus has got tons of loot on him. I'm like a goddamn pack mule over here.
You got quite the collection going on.
Also, Kathos is carrying half of it because he can carry like 2 people.
Shit.
Crazy kids, and you're carrying 2 people.
Yeah, his max carrying capacity is like 550 or some shit.
Yeah, it's insane.
All those natural boosts to his strength. Plus the stat boosts that we got that I put into strength.
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
natural.
Actually, before we go down there, Javier is gonna hand Kyrie a masterwork composite longbow with the strength of 4. He's also gonna give her 20 arrows and 4 magic +1 elfbane arrows.
Rude.
So, if you know, if you don't mind adding those to her inventory, Dominicus.
I don't even think she can draw that bow.
Oh, really?
I can guarantee you she does not have a strength bonus of 4.
Oh, fuck. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I'll just hang on to it.
But the good thing is you add that +4 to your damage.
I mean, Kathos might be able to pull it, but yeah, there's no way in hell she can.
Yeah, but can Kathos use a bow like
No.
proficiently?
Kathos would go to draw the bow and just break it in half.
he can use a heavy flail though, huh? Does he want a heavy flail?
Well, he can't really use anything because of his claws.
Oh.
Natural weapons.
Yeah. It's like holding a weapon in your weapon.
Hmm.
It
What's
doesn't
wrong
really
with
work
that?
too well. Well, like, his grip's not too good considering he's got claws. Like, there are negative modifiers whenever using a weapon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he does take negatives if he uses a weapon because he's not proficient and he has claws.
Yeah.
trying to hold onto a sword whenever you've got like bird talons and shit is not very easy to do.
Big, meaty claws. All I can say is those claws are not for attracting mates.
Nice. Okay.
I'm confused now because the goblins were talking about. I feel like that lady and the goblins have two different bosses or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Because they were talking about somebody on the top, and then this stairway is going down, right?
I don't know. They're all dumbass. So
Yes,
they're
it
dead.
does. It
Oh,
does head
Jesus.
downwards.
Oh, Jesus. Well, fuck it. Let's do the damn thing.
Excellent.
Wait, which way are we going?
Okay, so yeah, no, that arrow leads up. Yellow is up, red is down. Kathos. You head down the stairs, revealing a stone door that's just around the corner from the steps that hangs slightly ajar. The detailed carvings that once covered its surface are defaced by chisel marks and hammer blows, to the extent that only a few remnants of images, mostly of gemstones and crowns, remain. The floor here is slanted downwards towards the west.
So, can Gathos push it open, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Kathos, you push the door open. Inside of this room, there are two pillars that support the ceiling. In many places, the stone walls, floor, and ceiling are caked with ancient grime and soot. Alcoves in the north and south walls contain partially damaged statues of a man in robes, clutching a book and a glaive. The entire room is canted towards the west, and whatever ancient upheaval caused the complex to tilt knocked the statues from their bases so that now they lean against the western walls of their alcoves.
Can I get moved down the stairs?
Oh, you stuck?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
There you go.
Sweet.
Slam.
This is fucking creepy.
Y'all don't really notice anything out of the ordinary aside from the slanted room. However, you do feel that you could make use of this canting to anyone with lower ground than you.
Javier is gonna. Are all these statues are the same, right?
Correct.
Okay, he's gonna walk up to one of them and attempt to remember or figure out what it is. So what kind of a check to like identify this would it be, or
What's your best knowledge?
History or local or something?
hang on one sec, I'll look.
History or local, maybe?
I I have no ranks in any knowledge except for dungeoneering.
Okay, Dominicus. you can't quite make out what the statue really is due to the poor nature of it, but you do recognize that he must have been some great figure. In fact, you've heard stories of ancient Thessalonians, let alone one very great one, who did use a glaive and a book. However, you can't quite make out who it is due to the poor nature of the statue itself.
It's totes Bill. Oh, Kyrie, we found Waldo.
I don't remember that, Waldo. Oh, he's the one in the book with the glaive?
He's with a glaive. Waldo with a glaive. Just ready to whip ass.
But overall, you don't really find anything that impresses you in this room. It seems to be in pretty poor state.
Kathos is gonna open the door.
The door swings open with a loud creak. Gato, stop. Give me a reflex. Kathos, as you cross through the hallway, you hear a very loud clang as two portcullises slam down into the ground. You try to move away, but by now, the barred doors have blocked your exit. You are trapped within 5 feet of the two portcullises, with those very same statues on the north and west side of you. Within a few seconds, the statues drop their glaives on you.
Okay. As the what is it? Portcullises? Portcullises fall down on Kathos. Kyrie is going to yell and say, "Go, Kathos," as he disappears.
Did you unsummon him?
Yep, she dismissed him.
Okay.
Instant dismissal. Woo!
Let me get rid of our Kathos here. In fact, we're just going to move him somewhere else. Wait, no, you can see that now.
I can. It's okay, look, it's okay. You don't have to really move him or anything because Kyrie's about to do something.
Alright, well, let me continue this on real quick. Kyrie, within a few more seconds, the glaives draw back and swing down again. Very harshly. Draw back, and with another few seconds, the floor drops. Then with a loud click, resets back to its closed state, and the portcullises recede back into the walls. Or I should say ceiling.
Now Kyrie's gonna summon Kathos again.
How long does that take you?
It takes her 50 seconds. I mean, not 50 seconds. It takes her, fucking 50 minutes to do it.
50 minutes.
She, gets a... Oh, no. It's for, every 3 levels. What level are we?
5.
Okay, yeah, okay. So it's only a +1 right now, then, I think. But, yeah, eventually she'll get more pluses to that as she levels up. But, it's her racial trait. So she gets 10 minutes off every level. I mean, every 3 levels.
All right, Kyrie, you're going to begin your summoning ritual here.
Yes.
Dominicus is gonna stand on guard. Mace and shield out.
Javier's gonna take a nap. At the base of one of these statues.
You can find yourself a pretty good crevice between the statue and the wall, and in fact, its leaning nature seems to be create a small crevice and you feel you could safely lay down in.
That's me snoring.
Alright. So, we'll just take 50 minutes by, I guess.
Should be 30, huh? Since she gets minus 20 minutes.
No, it's minus 10 for like every 3 levels, I think.
Yeah, but you crossed level 3, so that should count twice.
Oh yeah, that's true. So it is a plus 2. Because for your first level and then after 3. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 20 minutes off, so it's only going to take her 40 minutes.
Nice.
Alright. About 10 minutes pass. Dominicus, you're on watch. Give me a perception.
Sorry. Oh, no, wait, it rolled it right. Yeah, 16 plus 5. It applied my modifier. It just rolled it as Kathos. Sorry, I'll fix that. Having to switch between characters, I keep forgetting to change it.
Alright. You can hear the click of a door unlocking down the hallway and the creak as it opens. A few moments later, there's a loud baying coming down from the hallway, an ear-piercing sound. In fact, it's such a horrible sound that it's terrifying. Give me a will save. Everyone.
I'm asleep. Do I need to make a will save?
This would wake you.
Okay.
Okay, well that answers my question then. I was gonna say, Kyrie's in trance. She wouldn't be able to hear it unless it would wake her up. But yeah, if it wakes him up.
It is very loud, shrill, and incredibly unholy. Kyrie, you are panicked for 4 rounds. As a hound emerges from the doorway. Let's go ahead and get him added. Yes, and as far as panicked is concerned, Kyrie, if you are holding anything, you drop it. And you must flee at top speed from the source of fear, which is down the eastern hallway.
Considering that you haven't said that combat's been initiated yet, Dominicus is going to raise a paw in the name of Sarenrae and grab her on the back of the cloak as she goes to run and cast Remove Fear.
Alright, at that, our surprise round is over. Let's go ahead and roll them initiatives. Oh, that's right. That thing. Forcate this.
Javier, you just need to go sit in the corner and cry.
Basically.
Our bard is always just like stoned out of his mind, so everyone knows. That's why he never notices anything. He's like Shaggy.
Zoinks!
Ghost!
Like, this is pretty creepy, man.
He's just got like a long, like, Gandalf pipe that he smokes foreign tobaccos out of, like, constantly while he's walking around.
Spices and tobaccos. There's
Even
so
while
much
he's
spice
asleep.
in this dish, people are bending space and time.
What? Someone shot me with a fireball?
Alright. Dominicus, you may start us off.
Hey, you said this thing's imbued with evil?
Yes. You can tell it's very evil looking. In fact, do you have knowledge planes?
I told to do.
Okay.
Bah.
You can tell it's pretty evil. In fact, it's no normal dog.
Okay, Dominicus is going to hold a spell. If that thing is able to make it past the automated trap and into the doorway, Dominicus is going to trigger protection from evil on himself.
Okay. Leads us to Kyrie.
So, after, the whole thing with Kathos, is the door still slammed shut?
The portcullises have receded back into the ceiling. So no.
Kyrie is going to pick up her crossbow that she accidentally dropped on the floor. And she's going to take a step back and get it ready.
No, you will not.
Oh, okay. So I really can't move in like 5 feet? Not even?
You are panicked. Still.
No, she's not. Remove fear kills that.
Oh shit. Yeah, you did do that. My bad.
Yeah, remove fear kills that.
Yep, you good.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have that one in my back pocket for all the time.
Yeah, you good. Do what you do.
So what she's trying to do is take a 5-foot step and pick up her crossbow as she does so, and then knock her crossbow. Can she do that?
I'll allow that if you don't take your movement.
Yeah, she's not going to take a move. She just wants to take a 5-foot step back.
That's fine.
Yeah, and that's it after that.
Okay. The unholy dog down the hallway presses its paws to the ground and jumps forward towards Dominicus. With a whoosh, it sails through the air.
Triggered. I'm triggered.
Yep, you're triggered.
Dominicus shines in a bright and brilliant light.
The dog makes a charging bite at you. Something seems odd about this to you. You would know that your protection from evil protects you from evil summoned creatures. However, this one did not recoil in such a way. However, you would still get your +2 deflection versus evil creatures.
Okay, so then it won't hit me.
Its fangs bounce off of a magical barrier in front of you, leading us to Javier.
I mean, so the dog does look pretty evil, right?
Oh, very.
Okay. Javier is going to... He's going to point at the dog. And he's going to say, "Hey! What? You... Just running in here and interrupting us and attacking us, that was not a very nice thing for you to do. So I want you to go and think about that for a minute. And he's gonna cast Guilt on the dog. That's a will saving throw. Oh, and I think it's it should be 16.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, fine.
He does not care about your guilt. In fact, he seems to be reveling in this chance to take a bite out of a living creature.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Bringing us to Dominicus. You have a floating hound in front of you.
You never mentioned the floating part.
Oh yes, he's still floating. That jump he did, he's still in the air.
Some bitchin' floating son of a bitch. Apparently when he jumped, he started floating. Fucking levitating dogs. Bullshit. Okay, so Dominicus, upon seeing evil fucking hell doge in front of him, is a bit thrown off and not happy about this, considering he does not like doges. So he is going to be caught off and just whip his masterwork scimitar out and try to slash at this thing to get it away.
$14 does hit.
Scimitar all up in your shit.
However, as your blade hits its body, you notice it's not even cutting its skin.
The son of a bitch is gonna require magic items, isn't it?
From down the hallway, you hear a shout.
Would I happen to know why this thing is resistant to my blade with my arcana?
Give me one more. Tell you what, take that roll and add your planes bonus to it.
So, a +1.
Still +1, okay, alright, yes. You, upon getting a much, much closer look at it, recognize this as a Yeth Hound. It is an evil outsider dog. You know that it can fly. It enjoys, in fact, takes much delight in hunting intelligent prey. And you also note that it does have resistance, and perhaps the only way to bypass this would be silver or better. From down the hallway comes a woman clad in a dark, evil-looking breastplate, revealing her midriff, marked with various scars. She has a very fine, shapely body and a beautiful face with long, flowing silver hair. She is clutching a large sword in her hand, and she calls out, "Yetsin, make them pay. We will not allow intruders into our research chambers." She looks forward at the crowd in front of her, looks to Dominicus, and begins chanting and making somatic motions. Dominicus, give me a will save.
Fuck you and her. Dude, my rolls have all been shit!
You lucky bastard, it meets. You hear horrible things mentioned in your mind. Visions of dark monsters being birthed from mortals. Hounds baying and crying children. Yet, you cling true to your belief in Sarenrae that she will deliver you from this evil. And you feel no fear.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and add her to the turn order, and that brings us to Kyrie.
Okay, Kyrie's going to throw her hands in the air and make a circle. Yeah, divine a circle and summon Idol Cathus.
Okay. You will get Kathos at the beginning of the next round. Leading us to the Hound. Dominicus. The Hound takes another bite at you. But misses. And at seeing that it can't penetrate your defenses, flies above your head.
Dominicus hisses at the dog as it goes by.
And next to Kyrie. Of course, you can take your attack of opportunity. Which does not land. Leading us to Javier.
Javier, so, let's see. Hang on one second. I need to look something up just real quick. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure.
All good.
Yeah, hang on.
I mean, get your shit together.
So if I cast, so let me ask you this:
Mhm.
if I cast Skybolt on that hound, it's not gonna jump off and hit Kyrie, is it?
Leaps up to 15 feet, which, yes. Well, it does say target. So I guess you can choose to not target them by that verbiage. 3 creatures no more than 15 feet apart as target. One second. I believe you would need selective spell
To not hit her with it.
in that case, yes. So it
Okay.
will automatically target because you've cast it, and it just bounces at that point. Otherwise, you would need to get a feed into selective spell.
Okay, gotcha. All right. It was here. Moved here. That's 10. Yeah. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. In that case, I'm going to run over to the dog. Ah, shit. But before I do that, I'm going to cast Sanguine Enhancement on myself. I'm gonna
Very
cast.
good.
I'm gonna cast Sanguine Enhancement. So you see that electric crackle in his eyes intensify, and as I'm running over to the dog, I just run over to the dog, and then end my turn after casting that.
Bringing us to round 3.
Why whenever I search for Silver Dagger, does it only show me Masterwork Silver Dagger?
I mean, there's different types of silver. I believe to make something silver, it would have to be masterwork to get an alternate material. However, they do have alchemical silver, which is a lesser material that you could probably get a standard dagger made out of.
Well, this is what I'm looking at right here. This is what it pulled up when I looked up Silver Dagger.
It's more that you get a let me pull this up. Yeah, I mean, you can attach basically, you can make anything almost out of any metal.
So what I'm asking is, like, what do I apply this thing to, considering it's silver? Is it just a basic weapon that has no bonuses, or do I go by what this says?
I mean, do you have one of those?
I do have a silver dagger.
Alright, so, yes, that would be a masterwork specific magic weapon. That's a masterwork one. But the current one that you have is just a standard. Unless if it were otherwise noted as masterwork.
Okay, so we're just gonna take the stats from dagger and then put in quotations silver?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, 5-foot step. Dominicus is going to pull out his silver dagger. So I'm going to have to use a move action to do that. And I am going to attack with my silver dagger after I get it equipped. And so here we go.
Alright, so you drop your scimitar, draw your dagger.
Yes. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. This is bullshit.
Not the best roll.
No. That's what I'm saying. I ain't been getting anything good tonight. It's all been like 9s, 5s, 6s. Like, fucking bullshit.
Well, it's no matter. I'll take care of the 20s here.
You get the fuck.
As the woman comes charging down the hallway at you, Dominicus.
Stop charging me.
She swings
Sons
her,
of bitchin' flying bitches.
She swings her bastard sword at you. Dealing 12 damage as she swings very mightily, hitting you in the flat of your back. She looks over the crowd of people. You have no idea what you've walked into. You will make a great offering to Lamashtu. Dominicus, something is not right about this woman. You can see that her left arm is actually formed into a deep red talon. Her normal, in fact, otherwise holy or her very beautiful visage is a stark contrast to the evil look about her arm. You do not know of any magic that would do something so wretched.
Dominicus says, guys. Can I tell what kind of magic it is? Or at least what it's doing to her.
You can tell that this isn't necessarily magical, at least not in the arcane sense, but would be more of a mutation. Much more about how it's acquired or what kind of mutation it is, you do not know, but you know that it is no spell that would do this.
This isn't magic.
Javier shouts, well, didn't you learn about churchy stuff back in church school?
I don't know, let's see. Do I know of any way to kind of repel anything about this or anything? Have I heard any kind of like text that mentions this?
You think about it for a moment, and suddenly it all clicks. The mother of monsters. Her offerings to Lamashtu. This is more of a gift from the unholy mother of monsters.
I think she might be mutated because she worships that crazy bitch.
Oh shit.
Kyrie said, can we leave?
It's your turn, Kyrie, if you'd like to leave.
Wait, shouldn't she have Kathos now?
That's true. Get my Kathos icon up.
Oh snap. Our boy is back in town, our boy is back in town. For a minute.
Where are you designating Kathos?
Do I need to roll initiative for him?
Actually,
It doesn't say.
he's gonna sit right above your initiative.
That's what the rules that I was looking at were saying, was that he's basically on your turn.
Yeah.
Kathos is going to attempt to swing at the monster bitch lady.
Kathos, your first swing is very clumsy. The woman attempts to trip you. I assume 25 beats your CMD. Kathos, she takes your first claw and continues your momentum to the ground with a swift kick. You fall prone. Unfortunately, this would end your attack action. However, you do still have a move action.
Okay, so Kathos can take his move action to stand up, right?
Correct. It will provoke, but correct.
Okay. Alright, he's gonna go ahead and try to stand up.
She'll take a swing at Kathos. Does 18 hit?
Miss.
Just narrowly, she misses. But Kathos, you make it to your feet.
Kyrie's going to attempt to acid slash. What do I call her? The mother thing, lady person.
Yes, the acid hits and singes her skin. All right. Javier, the
Yes.
hound turns its attention to you and takes a bite. I believe that was at a +7.
Yeah, that hits. Just barely.
You take 9 damage as it bites you.
Ouch. Alright.
Also, give me a will save.
Alright, one sec.
The fiery red eyes of the dog look upon you, but you hold true that your draconic heritage is much stronger than the evil that is this dog.
Oh yeah. So I took 9 damage?
Yep.
Ow. Okay. It's my turn now?
Correct.
Okay, Javier. Oh shit, hang on. Here we go. Javier is going to. He is going to take a step back. Does that provoke an attack from the dog?
It's a 5-step, so no.
Okay. And then he's gonna say, "I'm sorry, Kathos, but this is necessary." And the extends a hand, points a finger at the dog, and lightning arcs from his hand to the dog, to Kathos, to the lady. Casting Skybolt. I believe it's a. Hang on one sec. It's a reflex save for half damage. I think that meets.
Alright. He takes half.
Oh no, it's the dog, Kathos, and the lady that it's hitting.
Ah, yes.
So Kathos needs to make a reflex save too. Ooh. Sorry, Kathos.
Sorry, lady.
Sorry, lady. Sorry, Kathos. Well, not sorry, lady, but definitely sorry, Katos.
I almost had you apologizing to her.
Sorry, not sorry. Haha. So it's gonna be 5d4, 5d4 plus 5. So yeah, so the dice weren't with me. Luckily, I have draconic heritage, and I'm quite good with lightning. Oh shit, I'm sorry the dog didn't make it, because when I cast a lightning spell, it's 17. I get a +1 for my elemental focus feat.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
so they all take 13 damage.
Alright. Bringing us to round 4. And just for fun, give me a perception. Anyone who's observing Nualia.
Zoinks!
Zoinks, indeed.
She's got a claw, guys.
You notice nothing unusual. However, Kyrie, you can tell that she doesn't seem too bothered by the electric damage. Leading us to Dominicus.
Okay, Dominicus, starting to feel the pressure here, is going to panic a little bit and throw his hands into the air in the name of Saren Ray and channel energy. And yes, I know that that's going to provoke a goddamn attack of opportunity.
Actually, I'm pretty sure channel doesn't provoke.
Really? Because I can't find anything about it. I just figured it would. It gives me like a whole like 3-paragraph explanation of what it does, but it doesn't say whether or not it provokes an attack of opportunity or what kind of action it is.
Yeah, it's... No, there's no real provoke as far as channel's concerned. It's more of a combat action. Supernatural, I believe. Which I do not believe supernaturals provoke. So yeah, you're good.
Okay, then I am going to definitely channel energy. Dominicus is gonna raise his buckler and hold his ground.
The woman looks you over. Looks over to the newly summoned Kathos. Indeed, you're a tough one. But Lamashtu has given me the strength to destroy all who oppose me. She takes a step to the northern side and takes a swing at Kathos.
Meets.
Dealing 10 damage to Kathos.
Okay, Kathos is going to roar at the dog and attack.
"17 hits. Alright. Kyrie.
Also, okay, Kyrie is going to snowball the dog.
Lands.
Keeps not rolling the second one.
Yeah, you'll have to edit the macro.
Earl, did you get stunned by the snowball over there?
Yes. Sorry, I was pulling up a bunch of notepads.
You with your notepads. I got like a whole other monitor full of notepads.
Oh yeah. I got about 6 of them open right now.
Same.
Sorry about that. Alright. Fortitude.
Damn it.
Yes, he is not bothered by the cold. However, he yelps in pain. The woman cries out, "Yetsun, stay strong! Do not let that magic wielder bring you down." The dog makes an unholy, gurgling bark as it moves towards Kyrie, taking a 5-foot fly and biting at her. I assume a 19 hits.
Yes.
Dealing 15 damage to Kyrie. Kyrie, give me a will save. Yes, you shrug off the terrifying effects of this dog's bite. Javier.
The electric blue crackle dims a bit from Javier's eyes, and he begins mumbling a bit and making some small hand motions, and he summons a very cold, a freezing cold wind right here. I'm casting Biting Wind, and so then I'm gonna make the wind. It's gonna make a touch attack using my ranged attack bonus. And it's invisible and gains all the bonuses of an invisible attacker, but it can't be used to deliver sneak attacks.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what that does.
You're gonna be rolling against her flat-footed.
Okay. Alright, hang on one sec.
I guess it's flat-footed touch, but yeah.
That's just terrible. Did it hit?
Oof. Wow, okay. Let me see if that affects her minus her dex. Which, no, it does not.
Okay. Well, the wind is gonna stay around for 5 minutes. So it'll get plenty of chances. That's the end of my turn.
Bringing us to round 5 with Dominicus.
Okay, Dominicus is again going to raise his hands and channel divine energy into him and his allies. Dominicus is just gonna raise his shield and hide behind it after that.
Okay.
There's not much you can do in this situation. He's not a very good attacker.
The woman continues her onslaught on Kathos. However, she misses. She takes the opportunity to step down towards Dominicus and looks him over. There's something not right about you. I can sense your taint as well. That holy taint. Allow me to remove that from you.
Dominicus hisses loudly back at her.
Do not try to fight it. You will find that Lamashtu's ways are much better.
Is it Kathos or is she still getting some?
No, it's Decathus.
Kathos is going to attack the dog and hopefully kill it.
First one misses, next one lands. And the dog howls out as it is struck by one of the claws. As it howls, a gash within its throat begins pouring blood. A dark, foul black blood covers the floor as it falls down within its own filth.
Javier goes and pees on it.
In a minute.
The woman cries aloud, "Yetsin! No! My child. You will pay." She looks towards Kathos, and then across to the rest of the party. You will all pay for destroying my beloved Yetsin.
Kathos pulls out his middle claws.
Like, pulls it out?
Oh, like flips her off.
The woman's face changes from an almost amusement to a very dark, dark scowl. You can see pure anger and hatred in her eyes. Kyrie.
Kathos, Kyrie is going to snowball the, what is she?
Demon bitch.
Demon bitch.
Lands. Don't you have another d6 to roll? There you go. Say it's you may want to make that change. Whew. Javier.
Javier's going to summon another cold wind. And then he's gonna direct both of them to attack her. So I guess I'll just roll 2 attacks. 2, I guess, touch attacks against her flat-footed touch.
Okay. Yes, lands.
What about the second one?
And second one lands.
Okay, so this is non-lethal damage, by the way. Just
Yes.
throwing that out there.
Mhm.
But it's cold damage.
Yes.
So it's 1d6 from each. So 9 damage overall, but 5 from one attack and 4 from another.
You can tell the woman doesn't even notice.
That's disheartening. Intern.
Okay. So rough situation. Rough stuff. Rough stuff. Dominicus gonna take a 5-foot step behind Kathos because he is very scared. Let's get it. He's going to again hiss at the foul creature and loose a firebolt from his cloak at her. Shit. Still though, it adds my stats. I just rolled it as her. But yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yes, it lands, and the fire singes her body.
Nyan.
She is very much not amused.
We are not amused.
She looks everyone over and raises her hands, calling out for the powers of Lamashtu to destroy the good living creatures around her. Everyone give me a will save.
Protection from evil.
I believe that is only against spells.
Does that not count? Damn it. Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't protect it. Damn it!
Alright. Kathos, you take half. Everyone except for Javier take half.
Of what?
of 8.
Ow.
As an evil, dark energy surrounds your bodies and inflicts pain into everyone in the group.
Damn negative energy, Dominicus cries out.
She steps to the side in front of Kathos. Your next summoned one.
Kathos is going to take another attempt to attack her face.
Claws her face off. McClaw.
Yes, Kathos, they both strike true. Okay. Kyrie.
Kyrie's going to take a few steps over, and she's going to pull the Burning Hands scroll out and absorb it and cast on the demon bitch.
Okay.
It's a reflex for half, spell resistance for full.
I believe that should beat it. I don't think you have a +5 on your...
Yeah, no, that should beat it.
The woman cries out in agony as the fire singes her body.
It also causes any flammable materials to take flame. So if she's wearing anything flammable, they catch on fire.
As far as you can tell, she's clad in a metal, dark black breastplate, covering her chest and arms, leaving her midriff with scars revealed, and covering her legs as well. By now you can see several burn marks next to the scars on her midriff.
Has it been 6 minutes since that dog lunged through the door?
6 minutes? No.
Okay. Then I still have protection on.
In fact, it hasn't even really been a full minute.
So Javier is going to move right here. I believe I can do that. Hang on, let me double check real quick.
You got this.
Yeah. He's gonna move there. And then his eyes begin to burn more intensely than ever before. In fact, so much. He looks so, you know, into it, I guess, that his hair turns blue. So he's got this red aura going around him. His eyes are crackling with an electric energy, and his hair turns blue
Goku.
for just a second. As he opens his mouth, electric energy coalesces.
But the words won't come out.
He opens his mouth, and electric energy coalesces into a ball before bursting forth from his mouth in a line. And if she'll make a reflex save for half damage. Yes, indeed.
Whew.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet mother.
Hang on. I need to. I don't know what the number is, but I feel like you probably.
Sweet mother.
Let me just check my core rulebook real
She
quick.
just got vaporized.
Let me just check my core.
It's like one of those like really bad 80s movies where like all that's left is ash and then like a clicking skeleton.
Oh, we don't know that just yet.
Yeah, let me double check my breath weapon real quick.
Because that was her save.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. The reflex save for half damage. Save equals 10 plus half your sorcerer level plus your charisma modifier. So is that rounded up or down? I have a feat that gives me like... Oh wait, no, it's 3. So is that rounded up or down?
I'll typically round up.
Okay, so that, I guess
That's
that would
more
be,
than I would do.
I guess that would be 2. So 10 plus 2, that's 12 plus... Yeah, that's half damage. So let me just roll it out. So I guess 15.
Oh!
15.
Yeah, because it's I rolled 30, but you know you got half. So.
Just electric spaghetti all over the place.
The woman is overcome by the electric spaghetti. So much that she cries aloud in pain, unlike you've seen her before. She stumbles backwards, but keeps her balance against the wall.
Her knees are weak, her arms are heavy.
Her
Electric
knees weak,
spaghetti.
her arms go heavy.
Vomit
This
on
is
her
not like-
breastplate already. Electric spaghetti.
Her mom's spaghetti. In fact, there is vomit on her breastplate already.
Yeah, that's about all. Yeah, that's about all I can do.
She calls out, "Stay your sword, and I can offer you more than your greatest wishes for power if you were just to give your life to Lamashtu."
Dominicus raises a hand and steps forward. Bears his holy symbol in his hand. And, you know, basically recites the last rites of Saren Ray and asks her if she has any last words.
She looks at you with fiery eyes. "I hope the Barghast kills you."
Odd last words. Normally people grovel and snivel, but I'll take it.
"You may end me, but Malfeshnikor will have you for his dinner."
Okay, Dominicus is going to swing. Damn it, I keep rolling it as the wrong person.
Is that it? The correct bonuses?
Yeah, it's all the correct stuff. It says Dominicus Masterwork Scimitar. So it rolled it as me. It just put it down as her character.
Okay. Dominicus. The woman, already not looking very well, can't seem to keep her composure. Describe it.
Dominicus raises his scimitar high into the air, clutching his holy symbol and reciting the tenets of Sarenrae as he brings down his blade upon her head and severs it from her body. The deed is done.
Her body falls limp and falls to the ground, oozing a dark black blood that you, Dominicus, would recognize, very similar to yours.
Dominicus is going to go ahead and keep that to himself.
And with that, combat
what?
will drop.
That was insane. Dominicus drops to his knees exhausted.
That's just Javier.
Physically and mentally and spiritually.
Javier's hair's turned platinum again, by the way. It went away after it changed back after he lightning spaghetti.
After a moment of recomposing himself, Dominicus. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the dagger, so I took her head off with a dagger, but whatever. It's still the same roll. I still get the +5 and everything, but. Well, I get +4, but whatever. So it'd have been a 17. Does a 17 hit her?
Let's just pretend it did.
Okay. But yeah, I was about to say, I picked my scimitar back up.
Let's just say Sarenrae gave you an extra bonus for your devotion.
There we go. I was clutching my shit and praying. I'll take that little hero bonus.
So should we see what she had and move on? Because she mentioned a bar guest and
yeah, we're definitely gonna loot her, but Dominicus also reminds the bard that I am almost completely spiritually exhausted.
as am I. Well, you know, arcanically exhausted. Almost.
At this point, Kathos probably fades away and my shield drops.
Dominicus, as you look over her body, give me a knowledge religion. You recognize a few of the marks on her midriff. In fact, directly over her womb. These are no ordinary scars, haphazardly placed. In fact, they seem very deliberate and unholy. These are the marks of Lamashtu, designating anyone who would have these marks to be able to birth a monster.
That sounds good.
Blow this up real quick.
Guessing that's what the dog was?
You do remember her calling out her beloved and her child. Go ahead and do that so you can see it. There we go. On her corpse, you find a magical breastplate.
Wait. Okay, I'm ready for loot.
Okay. You find a magical breastplate, a magical bastard sword, a masterwork composite longbow with a strength rating of 3, 20 arrows, a medallion in the shape of a 7-pointed star, a golden, unholy symbol to Lamashtu, and various other bits of jewelry and artifacts on her person.
Dun 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 dun.
Let's go ahead and shrink her back down.
Javier looks at his two teammates and says, "I know we're all pretty exhausted, and need to rest, but this room doesn't seem like a good room to rest in. So, how do you guys want to proceed?" And he also drinks a potion of cure light wounds. What is that? D6?
D8 plus 1.
D8 plus 1? Okay.
Dominicus is going to pull out his holy symbol before anything else, and cast create holy water and pour holy water over his holy symbol onto her corpse.
Waste of a good potion.
The holy water singes her body. However, you can still sense an evil presence emanating from her body, especially her taloned hand.
Javier's gonna drink another potion of cure light wounds.
I'm looking for a spell. Damn it, I can't find this damn spell. I can never find this thing. It's the spell that makes it to where we only have to sleep for 2 hours a night. I can't remember what level spell it is. If anybody can find it.
Sorry, I was muted. Knapsack?
What?
It was a knapsack. Forgot the full name. No.
Yeah, I'm with him. No. I don't think that's the name of it. Squints is screaming.
Knapsack. Wait. Yeah, knapsack. That's it.
Knapsack.
Yeah. Blah blah. Uninterrupted sleep or rest.
Yeah, nap stack.
That's it. Yeah.
It's a level 3 cleric spell.
Squints is yelling again.
No.
Okay. I can make 2 of us only have to sleep for 2 hours.
Javier raises his hand and says, "Pick me, please."
Dominicus contemplates on it and says, I guess I can. I still do have a little bit of healing left in me.
I suggest we find somewhere to rest first, though. Before
We definitely will have to.
Yeah. Okay, so reading knapsack, you will need a little silk pillow worth 100 gold pieces as a material component.
Components pouch. Let's just pull out $100.
And it's also a 30-foot radius.
It's a 30-foot radius? I thought it was 1 person.
As per... Unless if this is a different version, let me check.
Holy shit, it is a 30-foot radius emanation.
Yeah. I'm gonna do you a solid and just say subtract 100 gold.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. Because, like, who carries around, like, 40 little silk pillows?
You might oughta.
You might not. Fuck that. I don't have enough room for that with all the loot I have. Alright, but yeah, I have a little silk pillow now.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, it's consumed now once we actually rest.
I just imagine everyone like resting their head on the little silk pillow, like,
I'm imagining like a little doll pillow.
right? Everyone's like fighting for the pillow for 2 hours.
Yeah, there's no actual sleep, it's just fighting for the pillow for 2 hours. Reinvigorates everybody.
Dominicus falls asleep. Javier like pulls the pillow away from Dominicus. Your head hits the stone. Fuck.
Pretty much, so it's like fucking Three Stooges except with 4 of us. Well, Kathos doesn't have to sleep, so.
But Kathos isn't here right now.
That's true, he's not here. You get out of here, Kathos. Get on out of here. Alright, I imagine we're gonna go upstairs to rest.
Javi. Yeah. Yeah, I'll follow you upstairs.
Okay.
Wait, should we keep exploring down here? Maybe. I mean, she came from that way, and she's dead now.
She also mentioned the name of some horrible beast and said that she hopes it eats us, so I'm not really worried about trying to go in there yet.
Ah, fair enough. She said a bar guest, by the way. Whatever that is.
She said something with a B.
It's bar guest. B-A-R-G-H-E-S-T.
I don't like that, so we're gonna go upstairs and go sleep.
I seem to remember something about a bar guest. I think it's a demon or some sort. Should we close the secret door back?
Well, I just noticed on the second to last line of the description for Channel Energy, it says this is a standard action and does not provoke an attack of opportunity. God damn it.
Yeah. In general, supernatural abilities don't provoke.
It doesn't say how long I have to sleep to get my shit back. I'm assuming 8 hours.
It's,
It says per day.
yeah.
So per day would reset after I sleep for 8 hours?
At this point, you've already spent several hours within the dungeon, and we'll say that by the time you've slept, midnight will have crossed over into the next day.
Okay.
As you did start raiding the dungeon in the afternoon, rested for a day, came back bright and early in the morning, and you've spent most of the day fighting down through the lower levels of Thistletop.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and rest. I'll get my spells and channels back. Well, I mean, my channels are really the only things that I've used besides my rest spells. Yeah. And we'll let them rest. I'll cast my spells on them. And yeah, I'll nap for 2 hours with them.
Alright, so y'all are resting in the research room here?
Yes. How much HP would we get back for sleeping for 2 hours? Like 2?
I think a full rest is equal to your con bonus, or con. Let me check.
Well, I'm not getting a full rest.
Let's see. Meow.
Ow!
That's his normal. Hey, I'm here. And then he just keeps walking.
He's a weirdie.
Yeah. He likes to announce his entry into rooms.
I understand.
Well, either
Okay.
way.
You gain 1 hit point per character level, so 5.
Y'all heal for 5, and I'll just drink a potion of light healing whenever I wake up.
Does my strength damage go away from this?
It is a full heal, so, I mean a full rest, so it should.
Alright. Sweet. Not that I do a lot of strengthening things.
What's the what's a potion of cure light wounds? A 1d6?
It's a D8 plus 1.
Okay, cool. So I'll heal for 9. Puts me back up there.
Yeah, resting is 2 ability points per full rest.
Cool. So yeah, you only had 1 point damage still, right?
Yeah, I only had 1 after the 2
Yeah,
potions.
So you are fixed now.
Sweet.
Okay, so Keith, I mean, well, no one is standing guard because I had to nap too. So hopefully we make it till morning.
We could summon Kathos before we go to sleep.
That's true. Kyrie, you can summon him now.
Doesn't that, let's see. Which ability did you use? Let me roll up. To summon him, I don't know if that consumes it for that day.
I think it just says he can't be summoned again that way.
Yeah, it's called Summon Eidolon, I think.
Here we go.
Yeah, this spell allows you to summon your Eidolon even if it has been returned to its home plane due to damage. It does not say that you can't summon him again.
It says treat this as if you had summoned it normally, which I think you only get 1 summon per day.
But that's a spell treating it as though you summoned it. It's not using her summon. Her summon is a different ability. That's a spell that's copying the ability. It says treat it as if you had summoned your Eidolon normally, not, you know, use your summon. In other words, all the rules that apply to you normally summoning him apply to that. At least that's what I'm getting out of it. I mean, if you're really against the Kathus, though.
1 second.
We could pull Lychus in here if he's still here.
Yeah, well, right after that it says, except that it only remains with you for the duration of the spell. So, I wonder if that... I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, dog, but I feel like it's just saying that to be like, it doesn't have any negatives or anything.
Yeah, that's what I was getting out of it.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading into it as well. But it's all up to you.
All good. It's just they've eroded so much of this, it's hard to remember, because I remember when Summoner came out like friggin' almost 10 years ago, and they had a very strict rule on that, but I think it has been eroded out since then.
Yeah, I would hope so, because that's kind of annoying if you can't, you know, if it's like, oh, well, you know, that absorbs your ability to summon, because it specifically states on her character page that that is an ability that she gets called Summon Eidolon.
Yeah, I'd say that you're good. It used to be a thing, but it's not anymore, it seems, just kind of reading through it.
Alright, cool. So, Kyrie, you gonna take your time and summon him?
Alright, how long is it? 40 minutes. Alright, Kyrie's going to spend the first 40 minutes trying to summon Kathos again.
While I drink a potion and prepare for bed.
You pull out your tiny silk pillow.
Pull out my tiny silk pillow and prepare my spell.
Are we all spooning? Is that how we're
Oh, you know it.
It's called nap stack. Maybe we should all just like one on top of the other. Who's on the bottom?
You, for bringing it up.
Dude, I'm tiny. I'm a human.
I mean, you can be a power bottom.
I mean, I don't know. Javier doesn't have a very high strength score, so I don't know how powerful he is in any given circumstance.
He doesn't have very good dex either. He's gonna be very clumsy and weak.
His dex is slightly better than the average Joe, but
Pushing rope against the inside of the thigh.
nothing.
That's not a pickle.
It's a zucchini.
Is that an eggplant, or are you just happy to see me? Alright, so after she summons Kathos, I assume we're going to sleep. And then Kathos will watch guard.
Yeah, go.
With the never-ending torch.
Alright, Kathos, you're gonna sit there and stare out the door?
Sit there and stare out of both doors.
Alright, go ahead and stack yourselves up as you wish.
Hi.
Javier's gonna make sure this door right here is closed before they go to sleep.
Come on, you friggin' lighting thing. The poop. Oh. Oh, good. Yeah, I'll work with that. There we go. Kathos, give me a perception.
Kevin just used language like I've never heard her use before. She just straight up, son of a whore.
Kathos, you hear a very familiar patter of small footsteps coming down the stairs. You recognize it as about 4 feet, or what you would probably presume as 2 goblins. You hear them conversing as they come into the room. Grab my goblins.
Into our room?
Nope, hold on.
Oh, okay.
That thing ready?
Kathos is singing, I'm trapped in the closet.
I'm in the closet too. And then I pull out my gun.
He does. Pulls out his 6-shooter and lets loose. He reached back like a pimp and he slapped a hoe.
Alright. The footsteps draw closer. And suddenly they stop. And you hear 2 goblin voices from behind the door. Ah! They got Leary. Leary's dead. Are they still down here? Ah, you think? They killed Orc. They killed Brutasmus. They killed Leary. Leary Akinya too. Ah, Rip Nugget won't be pleased. You think they got to Nualia? No, she's too strong. If they find Nualia, she will kill them, surely. She unite all of the goblins. She could certainly take them. I don't know. We need to go report Rip Nugget. Be very upset. You tell him. No, you tell him. The goblins bicker and argue for about 5 minutes.
So then they start fighting with each other because they're stupid goblins.
As to who should go tell Rip Nugget that Leary is now dead. Eventually, you hear a brawl ensue. Chairs being shuffled back and forth, tables being knocked around, and eventually, a pretty loud screech. Ah! Fine, you win! I tell Rip Nugget. But you give up the rest of your pickles for the week. Okay, it's deal. And then you hear the goblins scutter back up the stairs. The rest of the 2 hours continue on as normal.
Yeah, so we probably should have like sent Kathos in there to kill them, but you know.
We were asleep.
Well, I was about to say Kathos can do it on his own, but you know, didn't want to make a bunch of noise slaughtering goblins and then wake us up.
Well, either way, it sounds like Rip Nugget knows we're here.
Don't rip his nugget.
So we wake up.
Yep.
First hour memorizing spells. I mean praying, not memorizing spells. Kyrie's gonna memorize spells.
Javier's gonna stretch and strum his harp. Just a bit. Lightly.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Bards have needs, right?
Getting his strum diddly on.
Why are you watching me strum
Don't
my
look at
harp?
me while I'm strumming.
Kathos locks eyes with Javier as he strums.
Intensely stares.
Javier meets his gaze and strums even more.
Courage wolf.
Yes. Even more vigorously.
Now we know Javi gets off to nightmare fuel. Alright, so I'm gonna press F5 and quick save real quick.
Alright. Saving. The game crashes while it saves.
Corruption! Your save file is now corrupt.
You're now back at Sandpoint at the Swallowtail Festival.
Son of a bitch! Goddamn autosaves!
It's okay, we can still release our spirits if we die.
Seriously. Honorable Sudoku.
Honorable Bukkake. Let's go.
Whoa now.
That strumming got
Hey, strumming got him fucking
escalated
going.
quickly. Whew. Whew.
Alright, so are we going back down now that we are fully prepared and spiritually aware?
I think Rip Nugget might be in the top. But we could keep seeing what else there was to see down there. But
I think we should probably go continue looking around downstairs, Dominicus says with a glint in his eye.
I have no objection.
Alright, everyone heads downstairs.
Kathos goes through the wall.
Jesus.
Nothing shall bar Kathos.
Javier's gonna get to the door and then ask Dominicus if he can do that thing where he finds out if there's traps around.
I'm pretty sure that we know there's a trap there, Dominicus points at the floor.
Yeah, but like, can't you use that to like figure out?
If you'd like,
what...
though, I can ask Saren Ray to give me some sort of divination into what kind of trap it is and how it works, though.
I mean, I'm pretty handy. I can like disable things if I know how they work sometimes.
Alright, Dominicus steps right before the trap and cast detect traps. Which
It's definitely a trap.
it should give me the outline of the trap as well, so I know what parts of it are dangerous. I always liked to imagine that, like, if I'm looking at a device or something, like the parts of it that are dangerous glow red.
Yeah, the you can see the glow where the portcullises would be and the two statues, as well as the floor in between.
Okay, I relay
It's-
all this information to Javi.
Definitely a trap.
As far as I can tell, that's all I can get from it. As far as getting rid of it or finding out its mechanical workings, you'd have to do that. I feel it's more your wheelhouse than mine. Dominicus steps back out of the hallway.
I don't assume since there's like no like trigger or anything that I can like see. Can I make like a perception or something or like a dungeoneering check maybe? To like try to figure out how this trap is, I don't know, triggered, and then try to disarm said trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. But before I do that, I'm gonna cast a couple spells. I'm gonna cast a spell and I'm gonna sing a song.
Dominicus touches him and casts Bless.
Oh yes. Makes my spine
And
tingle.
then backs up again.
Hang on, let me figure out what spell it is. again?
Slightly raises his shield.
It's called Canny Effort. And he's also going to sing a song of inspiration for himself. Let me just click back over to my skill page.
Boing! You're inspired.
What kind of check is this again? This is dungeoneering, right?
Yeah, let's use your dungeoneering.
Okay, cool. And then he's going to sing, hang on, where's the lyric? Here it goes. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Dun, 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 dun. And they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. Dun. Alright, and that should garner me +8, +2, +1. And then I get knowledge engineering. It's one of my things, so it's 1 +4. I'm trying to add all those numbers. So it's what, +15? +15 +16, because I get a 1 from my bardic knowledge, so yeah. So 31. So see if I can find some kind of trigger point for this trap.
All right. You spend some time investigating the trap, look it over, and something catches your eye on the floor. Looks like there's a small plate that, if stepped on, would trigger the trap.
Javier's gonna point this plate out to everyone else and say, it seems that if you step on this plate, that's what triggers it. So just don't step on that, because I feel like this trap might be a little too big for me to actually disarm. So if you just avoid this plate, we should be all right. And then he's just gonna, step over it. And...
Give me an acrobatics.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a 10.
No.
You got an acro for that, man.
You gotta. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's over 5 feet. You got an acrobatics for it because you have to jump through the air.
Okay. I didn't know that. I would rather try to disarm it. If that's okay.
Don't worry, if you die, I can bring you back, Dominicus says with a grin on his face.
I mean, while that's comforting, I don't know. Can I take it back, or do I have to roll the acrobat? For some reason, it's giving me a -5 on my acro.
Just take like a 20 on disarming the trap. I mean, we got time. Just take like an hour disarming it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd need a 10 acrobatics to jump 10 feet, so...
Uh-huh. I don't know why it's giving me a -5.
Is it your armor?
Is it my armor? I have studded leather armor, so that shouldn't give me a -5, should it?
Shouldn't give you that big of a penalty at all.
I think it's that bad.
Yeah.
I think it's just still held over from the strength damage earlier. I feel like my shit's just not recalculating, Craig, because it still says recalculating ellipsis. You know,
closing that sheet and reopening it.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah, you have an ACP of -1. Kathos, you clear the gap rather easily.
Can I take 10 on disarming it? Or, not 10. Oh, no. Actually, fuck it. I'll just disarm it. Let me find another song to sing real quick. Oh, okay. I've got one. Got one already. I'm gonna cast Canny Effort on myself. I'm gonna sing a song of inspiration, or a weird song. vibrates strangely. He goes, You took all the bards and put them in a bard museum. And they charge the people $1.50 to see them. Nah, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. If Javier dies, we might really be fucked. Probably. Do wop pop pop pop. So that should be +10. Disable device is not one of my things, but I do have 3 ranks in it, so +3, so +13. $16.
Squints has got that. Yeah, I killed your parents look on her face.
Is Kathos gonna die? What
All right.
happens?
So Javier,
Uh-huh.
where's my friggin' thing? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Javier, you go to try and disable the device, but your hand slips, and you end up actually falling on
Bullshit.
your forearms onto the plate.
Bullshit.
The plate clicks in with a loud click, but nothing happens.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going to quickly scramble, if possible, to get behind Kathos.
Just acro.
I'm just walking. No, fuck it. Yeah. Acrobatics. Whatever. Do I need to acrobat? I clicked it. I'm just gonna, since I clicked it and the damage is done, I'm just gonna scramble behind Kathos. Because
Right,
I'm
you're
like
just-
depressing it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like, and run.
Yeah, you'd basically be like right here, like in your body where the portcullis is,
Uh-huh.
and you would have fallen like a little bit forward onto the plate, like halfway on it. So you're just gonna like scramble forward.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. You manage to scramble forward, and the plate clicks back up.
Javier says, it might not be working right now. But, I don't know. Try not to test your luck too
Dominicus
much.
readies himself and runs across it.
You hear the same loud click, but nothing happens.
Kyrie follows behind Dominicus.
She also hears the click, but nothing happens.
Oh.
Except it explodes.
All right. As everyone fills into the next room, you notice wide stone ledges of red marble lining the curving walls of this room, which is well lit by 4 burning skulls that sit in each corner. 3 chairs rest in the room, and both stone ledges are covered by old books, scrolls, teeth, bones, scrimshaw artwork, jars of deformed creatures soaking in brine, taxidermied animals and limbs, and other strange objects. To the north, a large round fountain filled with a frothy blue water fills the room with the gentle sound of bubbling.
Javier looks at Dominicus and says, can't you do that trick where you make water turn into wine? And he kind of gestures with his head over to the fountain and winks at him a little bit.
Dominicus turns to Javier and says, "This is another god's altar." And points to it. I'm not so sure that I'm able to decontaminate or cleanse something of this level.
I could go for a glass of Merlot right now. Alright. And then Javier casts Detect Magic.
You sense a lot of magic within the room. Each of the skulls emanates a dark red magical aura. The fountain has a very dim blue aura about it. And in fact, some of the no, that's all you see.
Okay. I'm gonna go around and pick up the skulls, and then I'm gonna put them into the fountain.
Okay. You pick up the skulls and notice that they're surprisingly cool to the touch, as the ambient temperature in this room is not quite a chill, but a cool 60 degrees. And they're nothing more than just room temperature. However, the fires continue burning around them as they fall into the water, still emanating their dim red light.
Dominicus is going to cast Purify Food and Drink on the bubbling water.
Alright.
Significantly focusing on the fact that if it is unholy in any nature, then it spoils by using Purify on it.
The water doesn't really change much. In fact, you can't really tell any difference. While it was still a little bubbly and frothy before, it still is, but it looks clean enough.
Dominicus looks to Javier and says, "It doesn't seem to be unholy."
Javier's gonna pull the skulls out and hand them to Kathos for carrying around. It's gonna be like, I mean, these skulls, like, don't go out in water. Maybe we can sell them back in town for a good price. Actually, can I do a spellcraft check on them?
You sure can.
Okay. Let's see.
You sure can.
Sure. Can I learn that song? You sure can.
I'm gonna cast Canny Effort real quick before I do it. But that's it. No songs this time.
Alright. You recognize this as the spell of Continual Flame, with permanency on the skulls. You would know that Continual Flame gives it equivalent brightness to a torch, but while it still looks like regular flame, doesn't use oxygen, doesn't create heat, and it can be covered, but not smothered or quenched.
Is that similar to a ever-burning torch?
It's very close. It's, in fact, I believe the ever-burning torch is created with the same spell.
Okay. Well, if they're the same, I'm just gonna...
In fact, yes, they are the same.
Okay. I'm just gonna toss them back into the pool of water and be like... I'm just gonna say, they're basically ever-burning torches, but skulls. Ever-burning skulls. No need to bring them along.
Give me a perception. Everybody. Dominicus, your eagle eye spots several scribblings on the notes, and in fact, you spot the word Sandpoint just passing by. Amidst the journals and papers, lying scattered throughout the room.
Dominicus pauses on that and goes back to it. Sifting through the material.
As you investigate further, you see many, many detailed notes written about plans on how the town of Sandpoint would be raided. The fact that after the raid, there would be a great fire, an offering to the goddess Lamashtu, that she, Nualia, would finally be transformed into the demon she has so longed to be. She has great hopes that she would be made into a half-fiend in honor of Lamashtu, and finally rid herself of her celestial taint that she has so long despised. You also see that by the deaths of the many, many people within Sandpoint and goblins who would die within the raids, it would fuel the rune well below and allow for more sin spawn to be created. Yet, she urges that the rune well not be tampered with until this burning be done, for if the rune well were overused, it could deactivate permanently, and she has no idea of how to reactivate it. As you continue to sift through the notes, you find much more personal notes.
Dominicus scoffs under his breath.
Some of these look a bit older. It details Nualia's history. You read tale of how she, being born in Azamar, despised her celestial taint, as she likes to put it. How she was treated differently within the town of Sandpoint. That she, Nualia Tobin, the adopted child of the cleric of the Church of Sandpoint, was treated as an outsider, for lack of a better term, constantly being asked by people to lay her hands on them so that she might cure their blisters and warts and other mundane clerical abilities. That she was never treated as an actual person. Eventually, she came across a man who cared for her as a person. She began secretly visiting him in the catacombs below the town. Yet at that time, she did not realize the evils that lay below. As time went on, their relationship continued, and she eventually became pregnant. Her father disowned her and chastised her. He made her stay within the sanctum of the church until eventually she gave birth to a half-demon monster. She despised herself and everything that came with it, for her lover had since fled and no longer remained in contact, and her only remnant of his love was nothing more than a mere monster. This drove her into pure madness until one night she crept through the hallways, barred her father's door, and set the church afire, killing her father and destroying the church in the process. Late that night, during the fire and chaos that ensued, she fled town to seek others who might help her, for she had been receiving visions at night, dark, dark visions of monsters and cruelty. As she eventually gave in to the powers of Lamashtu and dedicated her life to removing her celestial taint.
Dominicus grips at the hilt of his blade and spits as he reads.
Eventually, as time went on, she's now gathered and united all of the goblin tribes and begun to lead these raids in order to finally give her last offering to Lamashtu.
So Dominicus is going to pick up all those notes that relate to her being an Asimar and stuff them in his cloak. You know, stealthily.
Javier suggests we continue on.
Alright, finger on nose here. We probably got like, you know, about 15 more minutes or so before we're gonna have to call it. We're already at the past the 3 hour and 30 minute mark. And not to be that group again, but we do have to go do a shit ton tomorrow after work.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, we gotta go to Kyrie's grandparents' renewal of their vows at a church before vowels of their vowels.
What about Y? Do they renew the Y?
I don't think they renew the Y, but yeah, they're going to go renew their vows, and yeah, so it's before the church closes. It closes on that. I mean tomorrow. So
Yeah.
so
Okay.
yeah, we have to go deal with that. So this would probably be the best spot for us to stop.
Could we open that one last door?
We can open that one last door, but if there's an attack behind it, it's gonna have to wait till next time.
Okay, I'm down. I just gotta know what's behind that door, man.
Go open the door.
I'm gonna let Kathos do it. I've learned my lesson.
You get your ass over there.
He pats Kathos on the butt and says, "All right, you big lug, go take a peek behind that door, man." All right, fine, I'll do it. I open the door.
Okay. You open the door.
Oh shit, there's another door.
All right, guys. So we'll see y'all next time.
Well, damn.
All right, one more door.
Alright, I'm gonna go open the other door. What's behind this door? Door number 2.
What's behind door number 2? Nothing!
Oh god.
You'll get nothing! You're so stupid!
You're so stupid.
Oh man.
Stupid!
Nothing.
Yes. Javier, as you open this final door, you come into a large L-shaped room. The southern wing of this L-shaped hallway ends at a pair of stone doors carved with the depictions of 2 skeletons reaching out
Oh hell no.
to clutch a skull between them, while to the eastern hallway narrows down to frame a circular carving of what seems to be an immense stack of tens of thousands of golden coins
Oh,
that
shit.
rise from floor to ceiling. The edges of these coins are carved with tiny spiky runes.
Detect magic?
You definitely detect magic on the coins.
Can I spellcraft to
sure
identify? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast Canny Effort. And okay, here we go.
Are you done wasting your time?
23. I'm trying to get you.
Do you want me to just fix this?
I'm trying to get paid up in here, man.
You
23.
recognize that this pillar is a permanent image. And in fact, it's nothing more than a stone statue with the image of golden coins.
Ah, sad panda. All right.
Well, I was gonna help you get them, but now I can't.
Give me a perception while you're at it.
Okay. $24.
Does anyone else want to assist in his perception?
Oh, can I retcon myself and say I cast Candy? Oh wait, no, there's no way I'd have been prepared for that. I guess. Yeah, there's no way. That doesn't even make sense. But, yeah,
There you go.
take the assistance. 26.
Okay. Well, it's actually 30 at that point between
Oh, okay, right
all
on.
of you, plus 2 for each. Between all of your combined efforts, you spend a little bit of time investigating the statue and the surrounding area when the two different people, Javier and Dominicus, both notice something at the same time. At the northern and southern ends of this hallway next to the coin statue, you see 2 slots that look like they could fit a coin inside. One on each side.
Dominicus leans back and says, "Well, I guess we'll never know."
Javier hands Kathos a gold coin and tells him, "Put this in that slot at the exact time I put mine in this slot. All right?"
Kathos hands Kyrie the coin. He doesn't take orders from you.
Kyrie, tell him to put that in the wall. I want to see what happens.
No!
Alright, well, Javier is going to take out another gold coin and put 1 gold coin into each slot.
No!
Alright, I'm putting a gold coin in each slot.
Okay. You put in both of the golden coins, and you hear a large click, followed by a loud, deep rumbling sound as the stone pillar begins to crumble downwards into the ground, sinking slowly into the floor, revealing a narrow passageway.
Alright, we can stop there. We can stop there, that's pretty cool. Unless you guys, like... I mean,
Nah, we can go ahead and stop.
okay.
We're getting
Word.
pretty deep into secret passages and shit.
Word. I'm gonna stand on this... I'm gonna stand, like, just inside the room.
Just on the pathway so I can get crushed when it closes.
Well, I'm gonna stand just inside the room just so we remember next week, like...
Don't forget we gotta go back and pee on the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I need to find some way to cleanse that arm.
Oh, shit. Alright. Well, lots more doors, and an evil-looking door over here.
Yeah, fuck's that door.
Right? I ain't going in there.
But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed our Pathfinder session tonight, part 12 of Rise of the Runelords. If you did, and you would like to join us next Friday, feel free to hit that follow button. That way you know anytime that we go live for any kind of events or any kind of streams. I'll be posting this to YouTube shortly after the broadcast ends. So hope if anybody missed it, they will be able to catch it there. And until next time, I hope everybody has a glorious evening or a glorious morning, whatever time it happens to be for you. And everybody else with their goodbyes.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Alright. Over and out, guys. Later.